Hello, hello, hello. MrsGigi here. It is Wednesday. I am a couple of minutes late, but hopefully that doesn't really matter too much. With the updates and things on this computer of mine, you'll never know what will happen. So, yeah, we are into April. And what am I going for? I was at one point actually inspired by this that laid on my table here right beside me. A napkin. I have several of these. I think I used it a couple of weeks ago in the 12-hour stream together with Juju and Create with Becca, and yeah, there was a whole bunch of people, Dana and Beth, and yeah. But this inspired me. I realized it's springtime coming up, and then I looked into something cute. I used to buy Recreations by Brooks, all her monthly kits that she has on Etsy, and she also has a Facebook page where this last week, I think it was last week or the week before that, she released a beautiful freebie kit, Spring Has Sprung, and I needed some of the colors in her kit. It's a beautiful freebie on her Facebook. It's Recreations by Brooke on Facebook, and a whole bunch of really beautiful things that will go well with her kits that she has on her Etsy too. She has a whole bunch of fun digitals, Recreations by Brooke on Etsy as well. So aren't these beautiful? I unfortunately, because I am in Europe, I had to resize them a tiny bit, so the edges are not really 100%, unfortunately. But I had to resize them for the European A4 size paper. But they are beautiful. So I just printed out 4 of her digitals in that kit. She had several of them in tags and envelopes and tickets and all kinds of fun things, but I felt I needed these in the creation of my April journal. Yes, I have my March one over here right beside me. It isn't finished, and yeah, I think I will do that actually this coming weekend. But I do feel that I need to start a new journal, because if I don't do that, you'll never know when I'll do it. Then I realized one other thing. You all know this is all mixed up, but remember this one that I created together with Create with Becca and Dana in a live stream? I got inspired to create or start to create a new one, which was this one, and I thought that we could do something fun with this today because I want to include this in the April journal. So these papers, 4 of them from the digital kit of Recreations by Brooke, will go in the April journal. I will have some magazine pages as well, and then our lovely Elle, Never Hopeless by Elizabeth on YouTube. There will be links down below to all the mentioned channels as well. So yeah, Never Hopeless by Elizabeth is her YouTube name. She created this. different sizes. This is a smaller size. She has a bigger size as well. So there are days of the week and some words that I really do like. So several of them, different kinds, like downsized, so you can combine, like blessed day, grateful day, family day, to-do list. Yeah, so there is a whole bunch, but she has those over at her channel, Never Hopeless by Elizabeth. So let's see if we can find her, and then I will link it, of course, down below in the description box as well. So Recreations by Brooke, and she has a YouTube channel too. So if you'd like to go there, please do. Beautiful things over there as well. And let's see what we can do today. There are, of course, a whole bunch of fun things. But then again, let's see. I will do a little link to the these two channels mentioned. So these are just printed out, and I do like to, I don't know, I will just cut this little tiny white line of the paper. Unfortunately, I don't know the size, the original size of this, but I am using European A4 size, and I have resized these a tiny bit. And I'm not that tech savvy, so yeah. I will go with what came out of my printer. That's as far as I will go. This, unfortunately, was, I don't know, maybe a little bit smaller. We will do a little inking or do something else on the edges there, so that doesn't really matter in the end. So what is it now? And we want a whole month of papers. What do we need? Is it 8 papers for a month? We will have to figure that one out. And then, of course, I think I will add a couple of more pages, just because, you know, there will be maybe doilies and things too. I know that this month's journal won't be too much of you know, creativity in there. Unfortunately, you know, springtime, I always have other things to do apart from creating, or at least I do. And with my work, there will also be a whole bunch of other things. Let's see, how do I want this? I want this like this, I think. I was thinking about ripping that side too, because to me, I kind of like it that way, but yeah. Maybe I'll do it just because it's easier to do it before you bind it in than afterwards. Like that. So let's think about this one. Do I want either of these to be the first page, the signature, and maybe I want this one like this, like in the middle page. isn't that going to be beautiful, like a middle page? And then I will say it won't go in these, let's see, like that maybe. And then these, of course, and maybe some coffee dyed paper or some green paper, whatever. It will be something like that, going like that. White, another one. I don't know, this one or some food. It's this one. And then we have this, kind of like the pinkish or peachy color there. I don't really know what that is, but you know, I'm not all into all kinds of makeup-y things. And then I thought about adding this. So let's see, do we have another page here maybe, or you know, part of a page or something? We'll never know. Oh, we do have these. Let's see, can we use this one? That might be a nice one to add. These were used in for another purpose. Let's see, first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, happy Wednesday. Welcome, welcome. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. How many pages do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would like to have, do I want to add book page or smaller ones? I can actually, let's look into these. I have them right here beside me. Let's see, let's look. Oh, sorry for that, everyone. Unfortunately, a craft lunch. That's what's happening in here right now. Have you heard that I wanted to do a little organization type situation here? No. Now you've heard it. Let's see, we'll have to look into the pages because I don't want it is in Swedish, but I kind of don't want, you know, bad things in here. And this one, maybe these will be glued together like that. Can add, I kind of like it to be, you know, a lot of texts on there like that. So we in this case need to put this aside, and usually I'll just go with, let's see, do I like it like that, to have this ripped page or side like that? So we will go with some little fun of washi, just all the way down. I'll just flip it like this because that makes it way easier for me to add it in. And I don't really mind the actual washi because that won't really show too much in the end. This is a little bit of a spring version with swans and things, but you know, it doesn't really matter. So let's do it in in another way then. Let's see. And I don't know about you, I used to have maybe, and I'm not really sorry, what's going on? I used to have a few of these washi tapes. Nowadays, I don't know what happened along the line of this. I don't really have too many, of course, in a way, but you know, too many to me. Let's look into doing it like this and like that, and do the other one while we're at it, really. So what I do is just create myself a little monthly journal. They tend to look, in a way, you know, it's a junk journal, in a way kind of similar, but well, you'll never know the end result. That's what I usually say, because it can literally look totally different. So I am going for these two, and then a doily. This is a double one, I think. Does that happen to you too? Like, you think you have one and then you have several of them. Oh yes, it is. Sorry for my nails. I've actually kind of didn't really prep it too well, and then I've used ink today, so they are kind of yellow. Working with creating things at work and doing crafty things at home kind of goes hand in hand for me. So one thing though, when thinking about the journals, what did we say? 8 pages will have to be in order to have a monthly journal. 8 pages create 32 pages to write on. Let's see. We will add one in here, and I don't really mind them being different sizes and things. And of course there will be several things to write about, and you know, just create really. In my kind of journals that I do, I don't necessarily just do writing on each page. So let's see, and there will be this one and that one. Let's look into that. And then of course an outside page. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Yeah, that will do. And the doily somewhere. Like, where do we want to put you? Do you want to have you there? Something like that. And then, I don't know. Let's figure this one out. I'm going kind of small this month. Let's see, haven't I resized you a little bit more? Am I going to? I think I am. Just eyeballing it. That's what I do best. Because probably will be some sort of trim along the line of this edge, so it won't really show too much in the end. You have it there, and then I tend to go with some spring looking scrapbook paper, so let's look into that. Let's see. I don't know. There are a lot of blue things. And then, I don't know why. I have this. This is actually a watercolor pad. But you know, the front of that. But I kind of like it like that. I do. And, you know, that being watercolor, it might be an easy pick for this month. And then I usually, you know, I do have like blue pieces. These are literally papers that I don't know, like I don't really use them at all. Is that what it is? I've had them for several years. I was into this one as well just because I liked it. Let's see, the thing that I usually do is folding it up into a page or a pocket. No worries, you are more than welcome to join in. So the thing is, for myself, when doing lives like this or watching lives, I tend to do all kinds of things. So you know, in the background type. Let's see, I was looking into this one, and yet again there will be no measurements, or just a tiny bit of measurement, something like that. Let's see, let's look into it. I tend to go like this, which creates a pocket to be able to put things in, and that is always nice. Like that. Let's see, do we like that, or is it too, like, I don't know. And I'm just looking into these type of papers because, you know, usually I don't really use them, and I want to use them. I really do want to use them. So I'm kind of going outside my comfort zone. That's what's going on here, for those of you wondering. What do we like? Are we going for this one in May, maybe? A little bit brighter. This is, yeah, I don't know. We will go with this one. This was the first choice. Maybe that's the one because, you know, who am I to choose another style or another thing? Like, I don't know. Are you like that, wanting to choose another thing? I was thinking about cutting things out from this napkin to put on the actual cover. And one more thing. Let's see. We have this white paper. Do I have? Yes, I do have. I do have a smaller one. Let's use that one first. This little one. You know me, and use it up. I am about to show you something, and it will be used up till, I would say, maybe April and May. That's what I'm aiming for. Let's see, April. April, always thinking about the spelling because I am in Sweden and April is spelled the same way in Swedish, so that don't really bother me too much. Let's see. But my bit box, or whatever you like to call it, that's going to be used up. I am thinking, I am doing major thinking, really. I don't really do I really want to go black? I don't know. Let's just use this one for a change. And I'm going all quiet when concentrating. Just doing this for fun. So, something like that. And yeah, this whole thing is for fun, isn't it? And I am about to show you what I'm going for in terms of cover, the napkin, and one other thing. This is an easy way just to, you know, add something into the page. And I found yet again my friend over at Recreations by Brooke. She released this one. This was for March, but I love these birds and the stars and daylight saving time. That was this last weekend for me in Sweden, even though it was in actual March. But you know, these, I can use this flower and cut the March 12th away, and you know, I can use all of these things really, but in a different kind of way. But I love these, so I was thinking about putting these on the cover as well. So just making it easy on myself today, doing maybe not too much of a fun bit. Oh, sorry. Not too much, but this, it needs to be sewn in, and I need to clean, as you can imagine. I used to be in here every day, several hours a day. Unfortunately, I can't anymore because of work. And yeah, hello Berry, welcome. So this one, are we going for some fun colors, or are we just going to bind it in because I know we can, and use a regular? Let's see, I'm thinking embroidery floss with blue, or are we going with this one? No, we are going blue. I can feel it already. Let's see which one. This one, I haven't used this one too much. Usually I do some slow stitching with this, but I have several of these, and I don't really use them, so why not use them like this? 1, 2, 3 is apparently enough, they say. Usually it is, so I will go with that. And make it blue. I have these sharp tools, so hopefully nothing will happen, but you know, I will take it easy. Let's just see. So we have everything in place that we want to have. Yes. Making those holes. and yet again, no measurements. I don't really tend to do that too much. So 3-hole pamphlet stitch it is. And I know, because I do my own journals, let's just figure this one out though. Yeah, I'll do my own journals, so I don't really mind them being a little bit wonky. They are made by me, used by me, for me. So yeah, I am you know, I've had a beautiful day today, so yeah, it's really nice. I hope that you have a lovely day so far. Let's do a little bit of a thing here, going up. Done these several times, so I'm not really going for an explanation on these, but it's up and down kind of situation. So as you can see, the thread is going to be enough. Is it really? Yes, I'm going to have it tight. Let's see. Tight as can be. And yes, the one side is way longer than the others, but I will just not do 2 knots, a double knot, and then cut the whole thing off like that. And I don't know about this one. This could be a string for a tag or something in the future for this journal, but we have it here. It's bound in, and yes, we are about to use this for our month of April. Let's look into the cover. Now the fun parts begin to, you know, just do some decorating. And this one will go there. Do I want to put the birds on, or just the napkin? Let's see. Let's look into this one. What part of it do I want to use? I do feel like this rose is one that I want to use. So for this, I am just going to cut it out. You can use water if you like, but yeah, let's do it like this. Oh, you got a new bed, sleeping like a baby. Oh, I remember. I actually bought a new one last year. Had the same bed for I don't know, 25 years. No, more than that. It was the same one. I actually think I bought it before I moved out of my parents' house. It was 30. I had a double when I met it was my boyfriend at the time, and we actually had that one for 25 years or so, something like it. And it was really nice to have it changed. And yep, the thing though with changing those things, they are so expensive. But you know, it's to me, it's one of those like big things that you don't really change too much, you know, with you know, in your lifetime. That's well, I was about to say. Let's see, we need to take the layers off, 2 of them. Do we want a bird? We do want the bird. What bird? Which one? I'm thinking this one. Yeah, I don't know. With the the situation with the bed, maybe 2 times in your lifetime. I don't know, 2, 3 times maybe, depending on if you have a single one or double one, or whatever. But it's really nice to be able to sleep well. To be able to sleep is one of the most important things to me, at least. And I would say, is there an argument about it? No, I don't really think so. To be able to sleep is something that you need to be able to live. That's how I see it. Let's think about this for a little bit. Do a little tiny bit of concentration, even though it might not be too much. Or I will try. That's how I see it. I'll try. Just kind of cutting away a little bit of the white here, because I don't know, it won't show too much, but it will be there. It's a queen size. The cat stayed on one side and I stayed. Oh, yeah. We have our black lab Teddy, and it's always, I don't know, I don't want to say fun, but in a way, he knows that he has his bed at the foot side of our bed. It's a special, like a dog bed, and he knows that he's supposed to be in there, and gladly goes there, like in the middle of the day, and goes there during evenings if he doesn't really want to go to with us in the sofa by the TV or something. But as soon as me and or my husband goes to bed, or both of us, we will go to bed, we will sleep, wake up in the middle of the night realizing who is in the bed with us. Of course, it's Teddy. It's a black lab. He is big. And yeah, it takes up a whole bunch of space in the bed. We don't want to have kids in the beds anymore. That kind of feeling. That part of our life is over. And then, I tend to just, sometimes I actually just not really scream, but I just say to him, like, Teddy, go down, or something like that, or just poke him a little bit, and he knows immediately, like, oh, sorry, I wasn't supposed to be here. But then again, it happens again and again and again. But he always does it when we are sleeping. So, we can't really say anything until we kind of wake up in the middle of the night type situation. If we do, we don't really do that all the time. So sometimes we wake up, with morning, and yeah, he's there. Realize he's been there all along. You had a yellow lab. Yep. The thing is, our lab, he likes to be in between us. So it's literally like having a kid in the bed. And yeah, it's the whole thing. Usually, like, by the foots and it's just a whole thing. You know exactly what I mean. If you, yeah, it's a thing. But it's, and then of course with the cats, we don't not only have Teddy, we have the cats as well, and those, like, they tend to be the ones that want to go in bed with us, like in literally sleeping with us. but they are kind of small, and they, it's the size difference. That's what it is. Let's see. I tend to want to look into how I want these placed. Yeah, it's a thing with the animals. We do love them, but sometimes, just sometimes, it's a little bit of a situation with them. It is. Let's look into adding another one. This yellow flower will be a version of, oh, and we do have butterflies. I tend to go around this. You could take water. I've tried it several times, and no, it's not really working for me, so I'll just do it with a pair of scissors like this, and tend to just cut away a little bit. A little bit more, just to have it like that. Let's see, do I want to put that one there maybe, or another type of flower, or a butterfly? This little butterfly is kind of nice. The huskies try to sneak into the bed. Oh, yeah. I can imagine having 2 dogs or several dogs. Oh, that must have been a nightmare, but must have been. Yeah. Usually, you know, Teddy knows that he's not supposed to be in our bed, but he is literally, sometimes at least I feel like he is waiting for us to go to sleep so he can just sneak up in bed and be there. That's at least how I feel. Let's look into this one and put the little butterfly there, kind of. Let's see. I feel like I want to add another bird or something else. Do I want to add a blue flower maybe? This one, the blue flower down here, or that one? Now it's going to be invaded, like there will be, I need to just try it out. I need to try it out. Just like that. And take the layers off. I'll just put that one in on the butterfly maybe. Something like that will do. And now up to the part where it is going to be a lot of glue. That's I don't really know. You know, you could do Mod Podge and things, but the easiest way to go with this, at least for me, it's just a matter of glue. Much glue. So there will be a whole bunch like this, and there it is. It's not really too much thinking. Let's see about this one though. We'll put that one down there maybe. Yeah, we will just go with it. A whole bunch of glue here. It will dry in the end. It will dry clear. So let's see. To think a little bit, maybe up here actually. Like that. And I don't know, two things with this. It's really nice to be able to use up these things. That won't really show too much, what is it? Am I able to put it? Yes. Look at this. This is going to be difficult, but I'm going to try, and if I'm not succeeding in this, I know you can always take another flower. Always take another flower. Like that. Putting it down like that. A whole bunch of glue again. I don't really mind. More glue. We'll have to be a little bit careful when it comes to the sign, or whatever you like to call that. A little bit more. And then, do I want to add this? I think I am going to add, and I'm going to cut this part of it off. Just going to add it like that. You know, you'll never know about the end result, because this won't definitely be the end result. Let's figure this one out. I feel like I want to put it this way, and then we will add another one up here. I do want to cut the white parts off a little bit more though. And going in like this. And over here. Who was I thinking prepping this was the thing to go? And I don't know. Like that. And then the blue one down here, yet again. Glue, the blue one, the butterfly. So it is there. It's a start. We all know it's going to be April. Let's look into this. I am thinking about adding yet again something else here. Let's look into these birds, the birds of ours. I kind of like this one. Or am I just going with another of these further down like that? I will have to, let's look into the, are there usually two colubrines? I don't really know about those kinds of birds. They are beautiful, but we do not have them here. Let's so we'll have to figure out the napkin here. Do we have anything else? We do have, yeah, there are several things on there. And I am thinking this one will go. I don't know why. I kind of like him. It is cute. We will try him out on the page, or that one. Let's put a little bit more glue on here. Are there really too much glue? I don't know. There will be several layers of glue on this one till it is finished. That's for sure. Now I feel like that one is done, really. And he is going to kind of fussy cut him out, even though the legs are really tiny, but we will kind of figure those out by doing it the easy way for now. And I will actually go with in between here. Sometimes I do a kiss cut, I think it's called, with a white line around, but now I kind of felt like we need to cut him out properly, like, or the best of my ability. There. And going to create this zigzag of a thing with the let's see. So I've always been being quiet. I'm always concentrating. Isn't that a thing? Or I don't know. I actually read something really interesting today. I read about an adventure and an experiment, like a scientist type situation, where there was a team of scientists that wanted to do some sort of experiment on the human brain back in the 70s. And there was one scientist that found a cave and decided to be in the cave. There was no daylight, there was nothing in there, but a little place to be. There were no ability to reach any fire type situation with food and things, but apparently they decided that he was supposed to be there for 180 days, and they as scientists were going to like look into what happened to the human mind while being enclosed like that in a pitch black cave with no ability to even consider the thing of time, like day, night, time, whatever. Like, it wasn't possible, and they wanted to do a report on what happened to the human brain while being in that state of mind for 180 days. And yeah, it was ongoing for 180 days. They could apparently see that the scientists that were in there, they followed his every move and registered everything. He started to be up around the clock and doing all kinds of strange things, sleeping 12 hours, being up 36 hours, and ongoing. At first, of course, he was up sleeping, could kind of count in a way, like 24 hours or like 8 hours. I need to sleep this and that amount of hours. But in the end, he just couldn't, and apparently he suffered mental illness for several decades after this experiment and things. So yeah, it was really interesting though. They followed every move and did all kinds of things. Let's see, I wanted him to be there, and I wanted, let's think, let's do it again. Let's bring out the pen and paper and doing 20. Why did I do this? I don't know. It's just 25. Is this the way to go with it? I don't know. It is really hard to believe it is April. It's, to me, it was, to be totally honest with you, to me it was last summer, or, you know, yesterday kind of felt like that. But no, to be truthful, it kind of felt like at least Christmas time a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if I want to have just 25. I want to try that out. Like that. No, not minus 20. I don't know. Do you tend to write it like that? We do here in Sweden, but no, it was. I don't know. Let's try it out. I have a vision. I have lots of visions doing these things. But, is that the way to go? Or this way? Or smaller 2025? Let's try smaller 20. I kind of like 2025 more than just 25. Let's go smaller. This is one of those things, like you can go in endless type situation. There could have been a thing there. Let's see. I don't know about you, but for me, it's, I don't know, I need to try it out to be able to see if it works or not. Do we like that? Do we like, I kind of do. I kind of do. So we need something here, don't we? Do we not want to add more flowers? Or stars? Or what? Or what? Let's put him down though. Let's put him down on the paper. I'll use this one. I haven't really done anything to this since Friday, but I don't know. It will do. It will do. So we will have him here. I don't know why I say him, but it feels like a him to me. And then we have this piece of plank. Let's see. I don't know why I feel like I want to have it angled like that, but that's the way to go with this one. And we will not use that, not use those. Put that aside, and we have something here. We do have something here. Let's look into these. Are we inspired? Are we grateful? Create, inspire. What are we going for? Or are we even going to use some of these? No, I don't know. We will leave it like this for now. April 2025. The birds, this one bird from Recreations by Brooke. The actual journal itself. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, it does look better. It does look better, Barry. This is finished. It is, oh, is it April 2nd today? And I haven't really done anything, but you know, that's how it is. We will have to figure out the actual journal in itself. Yep, it is finished. Or it's started, depending on how you say it. There it is. I am going for doing all kinds of things in here this month, I would say. Adding in, I know that my friend Create with Becca has a monthly challenge that she has actually had that for these last couple of months. But this month it's April, and there is a whole bunch of prompts over on her channel, Create with Becca, and she will probably release them on her community tab in her Facebook group, Create with Becca, and I will probably have them, you know, along the way of making this journal. I wouldn't say each day, but I'm not too sure. I do have one thing here that I immediately, who am I? I cannot speak. I immediately see I am going for these. I just felt I needed to add this in. I am going to fold it once more like this, creating a little tab. I don't know why, but I felt it needed to be in the journal somehow. Little pieces of paper like this, I love to be able to use them. Let's just put them in. So at least we have started the actual journal, and that is always nice to be able to say it at the start of the month. Let's see, am I going for using these tabs? I have no clue. I have no clue whatsoever, but I do feel, let's look into it. I don't really mind it peeking out, do I? Let's see. No, it will be overpacked in the end anyway, so we all know the alligatory mouth type journals that I like, so it will be somewhere. Let's look into here, middle, somewhere like that, maybe peeking out just a tiny bit more like that. And these little tabs won't even show in the end, be sure of it. Oh no, that's just how I see it now, but you never know. We have it here. I do have this one. Why have I saved it? Let's look into it. Do I want to put it here? I don't know. The bird theme is a thing. The bird theme will definitely be ongoing. Birds and flowers for the month of April. Here we have it. I will put links down below in the description box on all the kits that I've talked about today. Recreations by Brooke on Etsy and on YouTube and Facebook. And then we have our lovely Never Hopeless by Elizabeth with these words that I'm going to use throughout the month. This is a freebie of hers. Beautiful. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you, Barry, and to all the replayers and everybody in the live chat. Thank you all so much for being here, and I'll see you around. next time there will be a video or a live. Let's set the notification bell so you know next time I will be uploading. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. Bye bye bye.